Okay, I apologize for the technical difficulties. That just goes to show you when you have it where you want it, leave well enough alone. And I didn't do that this morning. I decided I would tweak some more. So uh, I'd like to ask everyone that's on the mission trip to come up here. Jake, you and Larry, come on up. Everyone, Stephanie, Eddie, you and James can come up now, or you can wait till you can wait. I'd like to give you guys some time to speak here in a minute too. I'd like to say, first and foremost, I want to thank Eddie. Eddie organized this. Eddie done a terrific job. Eddie made sure we were where we needed to be. He made sure the flights were taken care of. He is a huge blessing to this ministry. I could see that firsthand. And also we wanted to thank Jim's. There was not one time that we wanted for anything. There was always cold water in the cooler. We always felt safe wherever we went. Jim's had us. We did go, when we went down, I'll say this real quick, when we went downtown one night to play basketball in Hinch. The town James, is it still Hinch that we were in, or is it enough? It is. So it's kind of like on the outskirts. It's a country. Very common to see men plowing with ox, plowing the fields. It was definitely a country. But when we walk through Hinch, here we roll out, and we're the only white people there, trust me. We get out, and there was a soccer game playing, there was two basketball games playing, and there was a volleyball game playing, and pretty much everything stopped. And as we walked through, we were kind of, I could see people looking at us, and one of our interpreters kind of laughed, and he said, the one guy said, "I've heard of white people, I've just never seen them." So, but again, this, I can't say enough how beautiful of a country this is. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is full of people that are trying, people that have a desire to do better. They were such hardworking people, and to have a school like this that Jim Sneddy had planted there, to have a Christian education. These kids were very mindful. They were very respectful. You could tell they wanted anything that you could give them, and one of the biggest things was love. They just wanted to hug on you. Church, I want to thank Eddie and Jens for everything they've done. Oh yeah, you have to pass it or do something with it. You gotta.
I'll go next. I'll go after you.
Get Becky up here. She's going to talk. I know.
Becky can go first. No. Go ahead. No.
Okay, guys, we're going to go.
Okay, sorry. I always come up on the wrong side. I do want to thank the church and for all their prayers, all their support, Jim's, even though I know it's going to come up, so let me just go ahead and say they've laughed at me for a week because I have been pronouncing "you're welcome" wrong, but no one told me. So, of course, I was saying the wrong thing to all the people that I said "you're welcome" to. And then they started calling me this name that was the correct name that I had no idea that I was saying it wrong. So they tell me when we get back to Port-au-Prince, which is 5 days later, that I'm pronouncing my Creole wrong. So that was a big thing. I miss Potaqua now. So I miss "you're welcome." But I really do thank you for all the prayers. This was an amazing trip. I would do it again in a heartbeat. And I do want to take my children just to see. These kids they just humble you. They really do. It's amazing. They just want it. They want it. They don't care if they're playing with, they have nothing. They have nothing, and our kids have everything. But just pray for this country. Pray for all the other countries that this school they're great. They're great. So just remember them in your prayers, and just thank you all.
I too want to thank the church for everything that they did, their prayers. What a blessing it was to go. And I think I'll have to say I was probably the most worried. Charlie, who's not here, said he didn't think anybody worried as much as his mother, but I was a close second. But I am so thankful. What a blessing. I thank Jim's and everybody involved, Eddie, and thank this church for what they did. It truly was a blessing for me.
It was an awesome trip, and I enjoyed it, and thank the church for letting us go, or helping us go, and I'm going back. Even though most of my week I spent with him up against me, laying on me, sweating on me the whole trip. But we made it through it. Me and him, we made it, and it was an awesome trip. Thank you.
I just want to say that I grew a lot as a Christian while I was down there. And just even now, a couple weeks later, you still think of more things that happened down there. And God lays it on your heart. But one thing was like, while I was down there, I mean, every morning you get up, Lord, help me through the day, give me food, give me strength. And then when your head hits the pillow at night, thank you for getting me through this day. Let me have a good night's sleep. Don't let anything happen to me. And I mean, you get really close to God. But here, a lot of times you get up in the morning, you're still half asleep, get your Pop-Tart, go out the door, don't even think twice about it. But that really got me a whole new look at life.
The pictures really didn't do this trip justice. I mean, that was part of what we seen, but not of all of what we seen. But I mean, just to see how these people live, I mean, it's really mind-boggling, and a lot of people don't know, but I spent a lot of time praying before I left and thinking what it would be like to get saved in another country, but I got saved before I left. So it was really a truly blessing to me.
Well, I just want to thank y'all for the opportunity to go, and I've said so much before today that I was just waiting, letting them say stuff, but I appreciate this opportunity, and I've been wanting to go to Haiti for years, and this was such a blessing when this opportunity came along. And if you have not had the opportunity to meet James and talk with James and be involved with him, I encourage this. This is one of the most inspirational men that I've ever met. He has such a desire to do God's will, and I truly think that God has touched his life. And I want to thank Eddie, and I particularly want to thank Eddie's wife for being so supportive. She's not going with us. Miss Holbrook doesn't go with us, but she does a lot of planning, and I'm sure a lot of praying, and that meant a lot. And they took care of us. When we got to the airport, everything was took care of. Everything ran so smoothly. But I'm telling you what, if you've never been on a trip like this, and if you ever get the opportunity, it will change your way that you look at life. Because, like I said before, we take so much for granted that these people have to work at all day long just to survive. We mentioned this morning about the fact of water. We take water for granted. And we saw the people at the school get their water out of a water source, a creek, that they drank out of, that they bathed out of, and that they washed their clothes out of. We are blessed. And until you go away and you spend time living the life that other people live, you don't understand. But because we're blessed, God expects us to use what we've been blessed with. And you don't have to go to Haiti. God may never call you to go to Haiti, but he may call you to do something here in Granger County. And there's a lot of needs everywhere, and that's why he calls us to do different things. But we've all been called to serve. And I'll turn this back over to Ed.
Okay, I'll ask James and Eddie to come on up. While they're coming up, actually you can come up however you'd like, maybe whichever one would like to go first. Becky had mentioned James. James is definitely the man with a can-do attitude. There is, you could say, James, there's a mountain there. And his answer is, so? There's a mountain there. We'll go through it. We'll go around it. We'll get over it. So James has definitely been a blessing to my heart. Again, I can't stress enough what a wonderful thing he has going on there. God is the hope. Jesus Christ is the hope. And James is sharing that, and we were able to share it. I know in my heart that we planted some seeds that week that we were there. And this is just, it's people that are trying. It's people that are doing their best, and it's people that want more out of life. And they were happy people. They were very happy people. But my prayer is that we as a church and you as individuals, we will all consider supporting this ministry. Nothing works without funds, and I will say this, every single penny is ringed as tight as it could be. There is no waste. Everything that is used over there, that is sent there, is absolutely used to help these kids. Their meal, correct me if I'm wrong, James, their meal for lunch was typically a bowl of rice and maybe a little something on the side, but they prayed over that bowl of rice like it was a T-bone. It was wonderful. It was humbling. So, all right, now I'll go ahead and turn it over to Eddie.
First of all, I want to just stand here and just thank you for the ones that went on the trip and the support, and a great week. It really was. And as I was thinking, I was seeing some of the slideshows there, and you noticed the pond there, Tyler and Rick, that morning they left that part out. You know, they took the fishermen down there. They was fishing down there too. They found a little old lure down there on the bank, and they was fishing with that. But it's also, you know, there's fishermen of God also. But I just thank God for these men. And this morning, as I was thinking and saying, the pastor said, you know, sometimes I'd like you to come and preach. Well, you know, every time you give me a mic, I'm going to say a few words. That's just the way it is. God called me into the ministry, and God called me to preach. But I just want to share you my heart this morning and a vision that God gave me right at 2 years ago. But I've been going to Haiti for about 4 years. And this is the Macedonian calling. He probably knows where I'm going right now with this scripture right here. But the scripture God laid on my heart this morning, it's in Acts chapter 16, verse 9. And it said, and a vision appeared unto Paul in the night. There stood a man of Macedonia and prayed him, saying, come over into Macedonia and help us. So we all need help. And I'm just going to share just a vision. I shared it before with most of you, but that Wednesday night, when God laid a vision up on my heart and what God called me to do at the time. I've been going to Haiti for 4 years. I've been going to different groups and going down there, and I've enjoyed every time I went, and as God has used me and what God has used me doing. But that was a Christmas, not this past Christmas. It was the Christmas before. We went down there for the Christmas celebration, we call it. And you know, as a vision, as I was talking right here, and a calling up on my life, and God was calling me. And this is what I stood out there as I was looking outside the fence at the people out there. As they standing looking in, we had a Christmas celebration. We celebrated with the parents in the school, with the kids. Each one of them could bring, I think 2 could bring, plus the child could come to the celebration. But as I was looking outside this fence, and I was looking at all the other people out there, and God laid up on my heart at the time, and I knew it was a calling. And these people needs help. This community needs help. All needs help in this community here. But I said, Lord, if you allow me to come back one more time, I'm going to invite everyone in that's standing outside right here. We can feed them. We can give them a meal. But we also can share the gospel of Jesus Christ, our love, with them. That's what God laid up on my heart. And James can tell you, this past Christmas down there, we did not shut the gate, try to keep anyone outside. We invited all in. See, that's what God did to us, did he not? The gate's there. He's invited us all in, and he provided the way. But what I'm saying this morning, I need your help. They need your help. They need your support. I need your prayers, is where it begins. It begins in praying. And I thank God for each one of you as you're praying for us as we go and doing God's work. I need your prayers right now as God's leading and directing me in this association right now. What work we're getting ready to do, what work we're going to be doing. It's doing together for the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that's what I've been telling everywhere I go. It's just like Becky stood and said right here just a while ago. She said everyone may not go to Haiti, but we have work to do here in Granger County. You can look outside wherever you go and see there's, this past few weeks I've been going with the backpack ministry and helping with that. And we down at Tomato Festival just handing out that bottle of water. I'm telling them about that bottle of water, you know. We're giving you got to have physical drink, but tell them about the spiritual water. about the water that never dries up. See, we need to do that not just here. We need to do that everywhere as we go. But God has got a calling up on each one of our life. I want you to know that. And when God calls you up on what he's calling you to do, we need prayer to do that. And we know where our strength's going to come from. We always look and say, Lord, I cannot do this. But through him we can do all things. I just want you to know that, church. And I stand here tonight or today just thinking about what God has done in my life and what God has done in the life of these people here in Haiti right now and what God is working and getting ready to do here in Granger County and around our state and around our nation. We need to put back in God's hand. God's in control. I want you to know that. So as I was reading that this morning, this is a Macedonian calling right here. Paul went into Macedonia. I'm calling you right now of Granger County, whatever county you're from or whatever, First Baptist of Bean Station right now. We have a calling up on God, calling our life right now to go out and minister into this community, reach around the world where God's leading and guiding you to do. I'm just sharing my heart with you right now where God has called me and what he's called me to do in my life. Now, what has God called you to do in your life? Here's a saying I always say. You know, we can't choose how we come into this world, but we can choose how we leave this world. And I want you to know that is right. We can choose that. We can't choose how we come into the world, but we can choose how we leave this world. Now, what's up on your heart right now? What is God calling you to do? 8 years ago, God called me into the ministry to go preach the gospel. Hey, I've stood here and I've said this many times, Lord, who am I? But you know what? When you got that calling up on your life, God will be there with you every step of the way. And I thank God for people like you that's praying for us, supporting us, helping us. But I'm standing right here right now. James can share more with you about the school, but we have a lot of work to do everywhere as we look. So the calling is up on you right now. What has God called you to do?
Good morning, everybody. I don't know how to, just where I need to start because first of all, I want to thank God just for that blessing, and the second thing, I want to thank him for the church and the people who sent the family to Haiti and just to help us build this playground. And I will never forget that. And when I first came here, it's when on Wednesday service and Ed's gonna go, and he said, and I look at his wife, I said, do you wanna go? She says, no. I send my husband. And this is the same thing from Taylor and Sydney. She says, no. But you know what? At the end, and I get a phone call, I says, well, the whole family is gonna come. So, well, this trip, it's one of the most blessing trip. It's mean a lot to me and Eddie. And be honest with you, it's not all about me, it's not all about you, it's about doing God's work. Because without Eddie, I don't know what I will be doing. God sent Eddie in my way for a great reason. And I believe the reason why is just to serve and do God's work, to help this country. Yes, I can choose to stay here. I love challenge. I love when things is impossible. When people says no, I says, you know what, God, you want to make it happen. Because everything you do, people are gonna say it's not gonna be happen. It's the same thing when I was coming with my baby, he's 6 months, people says, how are you gonna make it? You and your baby. I says, you know what, everything will be fine. So far so good. And but the thing it is, when that trip came, I mean, it was amazing because I shared with those guys, there's a church in they're gonna build a playground, and for 2 years, and I tried to call the pastor, he never answered. I'm that kind of person. If you said you're gonna do something, you do it. If you're not gonna do it, so I'm not gonna try to bother. But when your church and your people stand up and say they're gonna build a playground, it was like a big blessing, huge blessing, because it's something the kids want. I mean, I don't know how to describe the people who went to Haiti. They can tell you. You have to go there to feel what they experience. Because I can speak and then all day long until you get there, so you're gonna get the full picture. God gave me this vision when I was 14, and now I'm 37. When God spoke in my heart, this is one day you'll be able just to serve and help your kids in Haiti. So I kept the dream and I pray. But since last 2011, when we started the school, it wasn't easy. But you know what? God has been giving me strength and give me courage and just to walk on. Even my family, when I go back to Haiti, I don't understand why you have to come back in Haiti and just do some hard work. And I says, you know what? It's not all about me. It's about taking care of God's work. But God has been really good to this ministry for past 2 years. And I don't know how to thank him because it's been a huge blessing. And the last board meeting we had, there's 4 things we wanted to accomplish this year, which is to finish pay the land, build a playground, build a monthly support for the more people come as a monthly support, and drill the well. But so far, we can erase one of them, which is the playground. It's built. And yes, I'm not the person who will come to you and ask you for money for God's plan for Haiti. Yes, we need money, because without money, there's nothing we can do. That land, when we bought the land, it was $42,000. So far, we have paid, so we owe $12,000 on the land. So our goal is to finish pay this land this year. And the next thing is to build the monthly support. We have 60 children. It takes $35 a month or $350 a year to support one child. When I say support one child, let me make it clear to you. If you send some money, if you write a check to God's Plan for Haiti for $35 a month, that doesn't go to one child. It's go to the whole school. God's Plan for Haiti don't give you a chance to pick up a child to support. Your money support either one child or all 60 children. So the reason why I break it down for you, but you can send either $10 or $5, whatever you want, 100, 1,000, but every money you send to God's Plan for Haiti, spend for God's Plan for Haiti. It's not going to do anything else. It just goes straight to God's Plan for Haiti. So put it in your mind, just pray about it. If God spoke to you, you want to support 1 or 2 child, when I said, but I give you the number, it's a $35 will support 1 child. That money will take care for the school and feed the kids. Or it's $350 a month. Or you send whatever God's put in your heart. And the next thing, which we're going to try to drill the well, probably August or September. So we have some people promised they're going to help us. That is another need, because the reason why there's a 2 spring at our property. And now we would like to drill a well so we can provide the water for the farming and also to the community. God's Mind for Haiti, it's a ministry, you know, God's put in my heart. I mean, just work with the children. We not only feed them, we not only educate them, but we teach them about the gospel. Because every Friday we have a pastor came at our school and they have a service for the whole school. So, and the people who visit in Haiti, they can tell you how the kids are, because it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort just to train them right. And the next thing we have coming up, which is the Christmas shoeboxes. For the Christmas shoeboxes, AD share with you, because I remember I had my first Christmas present when I was 29 years old. That's when I came here. So that doesn't mean I wasn't happy, because I never had a video game, but I'm still happy. So when I came here and I see the kids have everything, they still unhappy and ungrateful. When I first came here, sometimes I don't get it. I said, well, they have Xbox. They want the last version. They want the last one. It's always something. I mean, the kids, you go to a school, I mean, they didn't have a playground. Do you see them happy? Yes, they are. They play together. And now they have the playground, so they are happiest. So what we're trying to do is try to give the children, provide the Christmas shoeboxes. So we want to make sure when we give him something, everyone get the same amount, because we don't want any other children just feel like left out and they question why I get 3 and this get 4. So we try colors not different. So what we put in the Christmas shoeboxes, we put underwear, undershirt, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap, and we have Haiti has a friend give us make some dress, so we're gonna put some dress for the girls, and also they make the shorts for the boys. So the day we probably going to Haiti, if we have anybody interested, so it won't be a lot of people because the Christmas shoeboxes. So we try to keep everybody together to keep at the not many people. So we're probably gonna leaving on Wednesday, December 16th, and come back on 22nd. The reason why, so you can still go to Haiti, have Christmas shoeboxes with the kids, and come back here and spend Christmas with your family. So if anybody interested, so you can contact Mr. Rick or Miss Becky. So they will let you know. You can let them know if you want to be a part of it, if you want to experience the Christmas shoeboxes. And also, during this time, what we do, we feed them. And AD always brings some word from God. And the kids sing. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, last year, we give 60 Christmas shoeboxes plus 80 extra kids. We give some presents. So it was like amazing. That was in the budget to try to everybody, every kids who come to a Christmas shoeboxes get something. So that was a huge blessing. Yes, we need a lot of prayer, especially myself. And it's not a ministry I'm doing for 5 years or 10 years. That's a lifetime ministry God put in my heart. So it's you're gonna see me a lot. That's what I'm talking about, because every time I open my mouth, it's about God's plan for Haiti. I can't help it, but sometimes my family can understand it. Sometimes I can't understand it. But I know God has put it in my heart. It's just unbelievable. And I'm so thankful God can use me just to serve his people. And Ed says if somebody would like to support God's plan for Haiti, or they can do that. We don't have that many flyers, but we can bring you some. So whatever, if you want to support a child, so you can write the check to God's plan for Haiti, and then they have the address on it, and probably I will use like either Ed or Miss Becky just to contact them. So if you want to give the check to them, they can mail it to us. So whatever God's put in your heart. But like I said, I'm not the person who will tell you what to do, because like Ed says, when I'm focused to do something, I'm going to do it. You come with me or you stay. I'm not going to wait for you, because if God put in my heart to do something, I'm going to do it. Either you pray for me or you come with me. You're not going to discourage me, tell me, you know what? Oh, I don't think so, I'm going to do it. Like people say, I have to pray about it. I already pray about it. That's what God put in my heart. That's what I'm doing. So either you encourage me or you come with me, or you don't come next to me if you try to discourage me. And but once again, thank you so much for everything. And also thank you, Miss Becky, just to come on her birthday to celebrate. And Tyler, can you come over here, please? Well, this is the thing. Charlie, can you come over here, please? So this is the other man. Well, I always get in trouble because Tyler's birthday, well, I mean, every time I look at him, I said, happy birthday to you. And he makes him mad. He says, how long you're gonna say happy birthday to this man? Because his birthday is over. But anyway, so we had a very good time. I mean, Charlie, so since you're here, you want to share something with the church in a minute. Just stay right there. But actually, I've been watching everybody. I mean, everybody that was working really hard in the sun. I mean, just no complaint. I mean, it's just like unbelievable. There's nothing I can do. Just church people, you had this group and you sent this group, so you should be so proud of them. And because of that, so I want you guys stand up and give a big hand clap for your team. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's some other thing I would like to share, but I mean, we will have time in the future because sometimes it's hard just to see where I started, because 2010, when I shared with the people, I said, this is what God put in my heart. People look at me, they said, it's not going to be happen. And a lot of people try to discourage me. A lot of people try to encourage me. And but we are so thankful. And since we have, I think we got Miss Kara. Can you stand up, please? So she's one of the nurses. She went to the trip in May. She was with us in May. So she know what we're talking about. So she really helped us. So that was her second trip or third trip? Third trip to Haiti. So guys, once again, thank you so much for your prayer. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your help. And also, thank you to send your people to Haiti to help my people. Thank you.
What do you want me to say?
Your experience in Haiti.
You really want me to say something? You really want me to talk?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was my first trip to Haiti, but yeah, Jimps, he's awesome. And I've been to a lot of places, and like I said, Jimps, he's a real deal. So, I mean, just, I don't know. The kids down there are just crazy how they don't have anything, and they're just really happy and stuff and everything like that. And I went down and helped build the playground and stuff, but I really went down because Jim's was talking about the farming stuff, which that's what I love doing and everything. And I know some of y'all probably like farming and stuff. So if you can just be praying about that, see where the farming with the God's Plan for Haiti goes, because I mean, that could be something good that we could do. And I mean, I don't know, just be praying about it, and God's doing some good stuff down there. But that's about all I got.
You want me to say something?